Okay, and I'm going right to live. I am going to the little start screen thing. So, welcome to this random, spontaneous Dungeon World with Amell Week 7. The Moko's
7.1.
Moko's characters' names adventure. So we're gonna do a kind of a quick backstory thing for his character, to build up towards the storyline of kind of what he's trying to do with his character in the first place. I'm guessing it'll take about an hour, hour and a half, hopefully about. He's going to not have any of the other players playing with him, obviously, and he'll be using one other NPC, which his name is Andy, which is his squire at this point in time. So,
My Squire Andy.
for those of you who are joining or watching this, this is going to be taking place in the Tower of Babel, which is just to the east of the pit, to the east on the map. You might have seen it during the point when we were fighting over in that area. So this is about 2 weeks or so prior to the rest of the group going to the pit, and I guess we will take it away. All right, so.
I'm at the pit, correct?
You are at the pit.
Start there with my trusty man Andy, which I just picked up in town.
Correct. I'm actually going to join this on another map so that I can see my notes and stuff.
Okay. So, quick question for you.
Hi, Dad.
Yeah, small child.
I'm going to be doing a little game, so I can't get here. Okay?
All right. What was I going to ask you? You want to tell me some backstory about Andy, or
I will in a second. Give me half a
anything?
second.
All right, give me half a second. I like your leopard print scarf.
Thank you. It's mine. It's not Ainsley's.
Yeah, I know. It's nice.
Okay, so a little bit of story on Andy. Andy
Tell me a
was
little bit about
a
Andy.
squire. From about 2 months ago, I believe, is what we agreed upon.
Okay.
He comes from not so great birth. He was actually given to you by a poor lady that actually begged you to take him on as your squire because she couldn't feed him anymore.
Mm.
And she figured he'd
Poor
have a
Andy.
better life with you and a longer life than she would with herself.
Let's see if that actually happens.
So he's not super young. We'd go with what? How old do you want to be? Like 10,
That's great.
12, or
Let's roll a D12 plus
it ain't gonna be a
5
12 plus 5. What, for
D12.
his stats?
for his age.
Oh, so his age. Go ahead and roll a D12 plus 5 then. Okay.
He's 7.
All right. So he's apparently 7 years old.
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna feel horrible.
Age to reason. You're like, what? What? I'm like,
Okay, so you were just coming from the pit to the east. You, way in the back, towards the west, you see like fires coming up. You've seen a few adventures on your way this way, and one is directed you towards the tower. You can't miss it at this point. It's literally the only thing in the sky besides the forest in the background.
mm-hmm.
So you come upon this tower,
All right.
and behind it there is your standard, forest, just lush all around, and at the end of the desert. There is a watering hole that you can see that with a well, and there's a front door it's closed. It's just a plain wooden door. Part of the tower, about halfway up, is kind of like going to ruin a little bit and starting to looks like it fall apart.
Is this gonna be a round tower or a square tower?
a
Octagonal?
round tower.
Hexagon? Round.
And it kind of gets like thinner as it goes higher.
Okay, and it gets thinner as it goes up.
Mm-hmm.
And there's lush forest all around, and then there's the tower, and then the watering hole.
There's forest to the east side of it, but there's obviously the desert from where you're coming from on the west.
West. Desert.
It's your standard
Okay.
looking tower. It's got the little point to it, kind of like a wizard's tower.
Goddamn wizards.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay,
you come
then.
up to the door, and what
Guess
do
I'm
you
gonna
do?
knock.
So you
Is
knock.
there like a giant like knocking thing, or is it just like a door? Like, do I have to pound? Is there a handle? Describe this door to me.
This door, it's your standard wooden door. It's kind of got the pointed arch to it and kind of comes down to the sides. 2 iron hinges on it that are like, thick with giant like bolts. Is what it kind of seems like. There is a round knocker that has a symbol of Jeeves, the god of knowledge and interesting things.
Jeeves, knowledge and interesting things.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, go ahead and knock on the door for me.
All right, sir. He walks up and he tries to reach. He's like jumping, trying to. He goes, I can't reach it.
Use the stool, Andy. That's why I gave it to you.
I left it at the other town. I didn't know I was supposed to take it with me.
All right, Andy, don't worry. I got this.
We
I'll
also
walk
have
over
now
and knock
rolled
on the
for
door.
Andy's stats. Go and roll me a d10 really fast.
I'm gonna roll shit.
Come on, give me a 1. 7.
7.
So he's
Seven's his age.
He's gonna have 7 points. So he's not really strong.
I would imagine not being 7.
He's gonna have a +2 to burglar.
Because kids, they could just steal shit.
Exactly. Does he have? And did you equip him with any kind of armor?
What kind of armor can I give us? Okay, I gave him a gnome's armor.
Okay, so you equip him like a gnome's armor with some like chainmail and stuff like that. So he's gonna have a 3 protector.
Cool.
And then
I don't know how that's gonna work considering he's 7.
Somehow
it's just
he's
shot
just gonna
for me.
tumble and get hit and knocked backwards. And then what other? He'll have a 2 priest. Because that way he'll help bandage you and take your armor, or you don't have any armor anyways. But he'll hold on your weapons and heal you up during rest periods if needed. I think that's all the really stats you really need. There's no track or nothing like that. So
just kiss my boo boo, Andy.
So you write those stats down because I'm not keeping track of them.
What were they again? 3.
3 are it was a 2 burglar.
Warrior.
No warrior. 2 burglar, 3 protector, and a 2 priest. So if you do need a rest at any point in time, you are able to do that.
All right.
Okay, so he can't actually reach the doorknob because it's too tall for him because he's kind of short. I mean, he's only 7. So do you want to go up there and knock?
I'll go up there and knock.
All right, so you go knock and you hear a doosh, doosh, doosh. And you wait around for a couple seconds. Nothing's happening so far. What do you want to do?
Try knocking again.
Alright, as you go to knock it, door opens up, and this monk just looks at you and just goes... And then he just kind of beckons you inside if you wish.
Alright. I nod, and I lean over to Andy and I'm like, Andy, these monks do not speak. You need to be quiet.
Okay.
Do you understand?
So he starts to, step inside of it, and he looks at you and goes...
Palm on face. Like, just like...
And he just kind of looks like...
I think he's just being stupid.
He's grabbing his throat.
Stupid.
And then he just kind of shakes his head yes.
Okay. All right, then I'm walking in.
Okay, so you walk in. You enter into this first floor. It's pretty wide. You see a staircase leading upwards. There is a couple little... nooks and crannies, things here. You have, a cabinet with some random little assortment of items. You have... what else do you have on the floor? There's not really much on this floor. There's a couple like tapestries and paintings of Jeeves himself. And
right, so I motion to the monk and I draw out a little square like paper.
And he just kind of
paper.
He looks at you and goes. He doesn't really understand what you mean by paper. Or what you're at least motioning. He kind of does the same thing to you.
It's square.
So he goes,
I write on it.
Oh, and he kind of walks away and then comes back with a little chest, a little square lockbox type thing. He goes,
okay, I'm opening the lockbox. What's in it?
It's empty. He goes, huh? And then he holds up his hand with a 5. He wants to know if you want to buy this for 5 coins.
I'm gonna be like.
He kind of looks at you grumpy because he had to walk all the way over there, and he grabs it, shuts it, and walks it back. And he just kind of, at that point, he just kind of ignores you. Kind of goes back to what he was doing. He was sweeping the floors and whatnot.
All right. Well, was I smart enough to pack any paper of my own?
Give me a 2d6 on a 7+. You did.
Nope.
No.
That's why I'm trying to find it.
You didn't think about it. So, I mean, he's just kind of ignoring you. He's not really too worried about it. If you need something, you can try talking to him again, or you can just wander around if you feel like
I'm
it.
just gonna wander around. Fuck it.
There's the stuff on the first floor. There's also a stairway leading up. What do you want to do?
All right. Let's wander around the first floor and see what's here.
Okay, if you want, give me a discern reality since you're taking your time to kind of look around.
There's certain realities.
A 6. So you try looking around, and you accidentally like put your when you're looking, you kind of trip over like another broom that was on the ground that was left like carelessly. And
I'm gonna put it back where it should be.
You also knock into one of the cabinets, and you knock something over. And he just looks at you and just goes, "Shh."
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Andy and be like,
and he's kind of like he looks at you like, and he tries talking like, "I didn't do that."
shh.
He's trying to give you squinty eyes. So, you don't really find anything on the first floor at all.
All right, I guess I'm gonna go up a level.
All right, you head up to the next floor. There's a few more monks. They're in the standard like brown robe with a hood on.
How do I signal for paper?
All right, so
How do I signal for paper? Hey, you can signal him, and he knows what to do. But what I'm gonna try to do, he's like, what? What?
So
I'm going to try to signal for paper, and be like, try this time. I'm going to try like unrolling a scroll.
Okay.
And have it be like do this, where it's like just blank with nothing on it.
Okay, and you go like this, and they kind of look at you and go, and they walk away. They kind of open up one of their cabinets near their bed. There's a trunk in the of your standard bed. They actually open the trunk up. They pull out this nice like piece of clothing. They kind of go, like, huh?
No, scroll.
And they hold up like
scroll.
5 points.
Like scroll, like read, like a book, but it's a scroll.
So you go like this, and he goes,
Go like
oh.
this.
He kind of goes, oh, and he points upwards.
And I said,
Well, he didn't say oh, sorry, but
I'm just saying. He's like,
he points upwards.
it's like and I bow graciously and say thank you, and then I go upstairs.
Right.
So now I'm on the third level.
You are now on technically you have the ground level, the first. So yeah, this would be the third level for you.
Okay, so
And
first, second,
there's a ground, then
third. First level sucks.
So you
Second
go.
level sucks. Third level.
You head up to the third level, and you find some table with some chairs. There's 6 of them total, and there's a cabinet with what's to be like some like plates and silverware.
Okay.
You also see a stove.
Okay, I'm in the dining area.
Pretty much is what you see. There happens to be a book laying down on the table right now. There's one monkey's kind of like stirring the pot at the stove.
I'm gonna walk over, kind of glance down at the book. What do I see on this book? Do I see any discernible symbols I would recognize, or does it just look to be a book?
It looks to be just kind of a simple book, nothing like important from what you can tell.
Okay. The monk seems to be busy, so I'm going to try to patiently sit there and wait for the monk to be finished.
Okay. So monk takes maybe about another 10 minutes, so like stirring and adding seasonings and whatnot to his you determine kind of from the smell to be some kind of soup. And then when he's done, he kind of gets a bowl of it, and turns around and finally notices you guys, which you've been quiet this entire time, as Andy's just fidgeting around trying not to make noise. And he looks and goes, he kind of like holds up the thing and kind of pointing, asking if you want any.
How would I signify yes politely without using? So just be like,
I would think you'd shake your head yes, and you kind of like bow like a little bit with it. So he puts this one down and hands it to you. Goes back, gets another one. Andy gets a little small, like cup-filled size one. Doesn't get a full bowl.
How delicious is this?
It's horrible.
I'm going to.
It is literally the worst thing you have ever tasted. Andy literally like takes a bite and spits it out.
Smack Andy in the back of the head.
He looks at you like,
shake my finger at him and be like,
he's like, eh.
I'm still going to force myself to eat it. Wow, you rolled a 1 on that? I'm still going to finish it because it is polite to do so.
Okay, so spend a little bit, a couple times like, and then you point to he finished. He's just eating this. He's like, he thinks it's the greatest thing ever. He's like,
It's too salty, man.
yeah, at one point you find like an eyeball in there.
I'm not gonna eat the eyeball.
Okay. So what do you do once you finish eating?
What do I do once I finish eating? I'm going to ask him for like a pen. Be like, pen? Like, like...
He understands. He kind of understands. He goes over and he grabs a feather and like a thing of ink.
Oh, so it's a quill.
Yeah. They don't have pens.
So I was like, I like dip it in and be like, I need like something to...
Oh, he looks and he actually goes over to that book he has and he opens it up and it's completely blank. And he just pulls out a piece of paper, hands it to you.
I'm going to write, do you have a scroll and charcoal? Turn it around and hand it to him.
A 2d6 plus your int.
Oops, that's a defend.
Okay,
Where's my defy danger int?
4. Okay, so you go into write this, and as you do, the letters mix up all over the page where you're trying to write them. So it comes out illegible. It's just a bunch of random letters combined together into different like grouping of letters. He kind of looks at you and goes, and he grabs the quill and he writes, "What?" Question mark.
So it works well for him, but not for me?
Well, he's also been in the tower for a very long time.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to try to... Is there like a fire? Like any coal I can see?
There is the stove, so there would be like some kind of like...
Is there like burnt wood I can find? Like
yeah,
go over and like point to the charcoal, and I want to do like a rubbing. So if he's smart, he'll know exactly what I want to do.
So you're thinking he wants the
the charcoal
and the charcoal.
Yes.
Okay, and he looks at you. He looks at you and goes, and he holds up his hand.
All right, I'm gonna smack Andy. Be like, Andy.
And he looks at you and goes, and he kind of mumbles under his breath, where he hears in his mind like, I always have to pay.
He holds my money.
He pulls out 5 coins, hands the man. The man hands you the book of blank pages, and he kind of motions you to be able to grab one of the pieces of wood.
Charcoal.
Okay,
cool. I'm gonna go grab some charcoal. I'm gonna bow, thank him.
He bows
and then I'm gonna go back upstairs.
All right, so you're gonna start heading upstairs.
Apparently, the third floor is the kitchen.
Yep. So you start heading up the stairs, and as you get to the top of the staircase, you try to open the door up to it, and it's locked. What do you do?
How locked is it?
It's like you jiggle and it won't open. Or you pull it down, I guess, and it won't open.
What kind of door is it?
It's a wooden door.
Okay, knock on the wooden door.
You could knock on the wooden door.
Knocking on the wooden door.
You get no response. You sit around for like 5 minutes, no one responds.
All right. So does Andy have a dagger?
Sure, Andy has a dagger. You've
Andy, point to the door, and motion like pop open the lock.
You want to shoot me to the lock? Okay.
Yep.
Andy's not someone who really wants to do this that much. Can you give me? Andy was also going to have a +1 loyalty for you. Give me a 2d6 +1.
If he's reluctant to do it, I'll just do it myself.
Well, give a roll and see if you are persuasive enough to convince him.
Show me the lock.
And Andy looks at you and goes,
thumbs up.
He smiles and pulls out his little dagger and walks up to it and starts trying to shimmy into it. And then you hear a click, and he pops it open. So, and he just slowly starts to push the door a little bit.
Right.
So it's obviously open at this point. What do you want to do?
Okay. Well, it depends. What do I see?
Well, he hasn't opened away. It just popped and started to open.
All right, I'm gonna hold the door open. My lance is my other hand, ready to make an attack. And I see.
And as you open the door, you hear a snap. and a rope breaks, and this log comes flying down at you and slams into you, sending you tumbling down the staircase.
But I was ready to attack. Do I
Yeah,
at
are you gonna
least
attack
get a
the
chance to-
gigantic, like 3 foot wide log that's like
Yeah.
6 feet long?
I'm gonna try to stab it and like prop it on the floor, so it's just like it'll like buckle the lands, but not break it.
Okay, give me a.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Give me. You're gonna have to roll a 2d6 plus your dexterity to be quick enough to do this, because you weren't expecting a log to come slamming into you, but you were prepared for
I
something.
can't fucking roll for anything.
So you roll. So you like are prepared for this, and it literally just slams into you. You fall back, hit Andy. You both go tumbling down the stairs.
All right, can I catch Andy on the way down?
Sure, go ahead and you just grab him. So you go
Say,
down.
"Huh."
You grab him. You
Can't have
land.
Andy be taking damage for no reason.
You look off to the left and right, and there isn't a monk in sight. It seems like maybe he went downstairs.
I'll swipe the sweat off my brow and be like, oh man. All right, back upstairs. Going back up the stairs.
All right, so you head up the stairs, and when you enter into what seems to be a huge library of books and scrolls. And then you see another staircase leading upwards also.
Okay, so I'm in a library for
there's-
floor 4.
There's a couple little small tables with a couple chairs.
Does it look like anything I've come to look for? Or will I need to spend time to search?
You can spend time to search.
I'm going to search. Discern realities. Can I please get over a 6? Jesus.
Wow.
I would be like level 8 by now.
So you look around, you're just grabbing books, and you spend like 10, 15 minutes in this thing. And at that point, one of the monks comes upstairs and just starts like rapping on one of the desks. And he points you to get out.
I'm gonna go, oh shit, what am I gonna do? One of the monks comes
One of
upstairs?
the monks comes upstairs and just points for you to get out. Like
Does he point to the staircase?
He points down to the downstairs staircase.
Oh, is there an upstairs staircase?
There is an upstairs staircase.
Is it right next to the downstairs staircase?
It's like you have the roundedness to it. There's like this one staircase comes up this way, and this one kind of goes up this way.
I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, thumbs up. I'm gonna walk upstairs.
All right, so you go to walk upstairs, and as you do, you get stuck, and you cannot move.
I'm having Andy walk in front of me.
Andy starts to walk in front of you, and
It's like
Andy.
they're like just pushing him behind. Just like,
All right, so you have
"Come on, child."
Andy pushing in front of him. Andy just stops moving. He just kind of looks at you and goes, and without moving his arms, obviously. So what do you?
I don't know what the fuck to do. I
monk-
can't communicate.
All right, at that point, the monk comes up, grabs your hand, and just kind of moves you away, and just no. And he reaches and grabs Andy and pulls him down off this like first step.
Oh, I wish I could tell them why
Then
I'm fucking here and I can't.
And then he points to the other staircase.
Well, given the time being, like, I'm in a place where monks live, it'd be rude to try to not do what they want them to do, so I'm just gonna have to listen to them and go downstairs.
Okay, so you start heading downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me another discern reality.
Are you fucking kidding me?
How?
Oh, I get a -1 on my rolls, that's why.
Okay. So these monks are just, you have most of them, they're all sitting down in the kitchen area eating their soup. All of them just kind of love it, and they just look at you and they just stare. And they all hold up 5.
5?
Yes.
I'm gonna mimic what they're doing because I don't know what the
And
fuck
they
they're
look,
talking about.
they go, and they just.
For what? I don't understand.
So you
why
go.
they want money.
Is how words come out of your mouth, and they just kind of stare at you. And one goes, "You went upstairs. You pay."
In perfect, understandable common.
Yes. This one has like a gold symbol of Jeeves on his like an amulet on his.
I'm gonna try to go walk over and like try to write down with the quill and ink why the hell I'm there on a piece of paper again to see if we can make a deal to get me upstairs to get me what I want.
2d6 plus your int to see if you're able to roll it.
I'm just gonna roll this as a defy danger. If I swear to God, if I roll below a 6 again, thank you,
Okay.
Jesus.
So you struggle, but you're able to write it out slowly, doing one line at a time for each like part of a letter.
Okay.
And,
I'm writing it like a letter and a contract.
Right, and he reads it and he goes. He looks at you and goes, "None of us can go up. You can look in the library, but none of us can go past that. No one's ever made it up that last floor."
So now he's giving me permission. I'm like, I'm gonna draw an
And he looks
X
at you and goes,
with
"All
a
you had to
line."
do was ask in the first place."
Okay, so I'm gonna draw like an X and a line, and then write another contract to say, "I will pay you when I come back down."
He goes,
I want to make a contract because
What
it's-
contract
it's-
are you trying to? You're trying to make it so that you get to go up there and then you'll pay him after you come down.
Yes, I will pay him for the first time, as soon as I come down.
He looks at you and goes, "That is agreeable. You may go."
And then does he sign? Because
Sure.
Dagda would want me to have a treaty or a contract.
Sure, he signs it.
Okay, cool. So I've got a contract, and now I'm gonna roll up this contract, put it inside my. I don't even know what the fuck I'm wearing.
Your-
Something
You never described
Tunic?
Your okay.
tunic. It's more like a black, gray, like hunter green tunic kind of a thing.
Okay.
It's like a suit almost. I don't know. Anyway, so I put it in there and I walk back upstairs, and then sit there. I'm gonna look at this. Look at this other staircase to go up to the 5th floor, and just think to myself, how the hell do I get past a trap like this?
All right. Do you want to try to discern realities again?
Sure, I'll roll another. I'll roll a 0. Oh look, I rolled a 9.
9. All right. You may ask one question from the list.
All right, let me go pull up the list real quick here. That's gonna be under basic moves, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So discern realities. What should I be looking out for?
While you're kind of like thinking about trying to figure ways up this staircase, you decide to look. Maybe one of the books has answers, and you find like scrolled on one of the sides says that Jeeves has the answer, but it is hidden.
Is there any statues of Jeeves?
There is not in this.
Is there any
Actually, in
pictures
this
of
room, in
Jeeves?
this room in general, no, there is not.
There's no pictures of
The only
Jeeves?
place you
There's no...
recall really seeing any kind of thing of Jeeves was on the ground floor.
Okay. But if I go downstairs... Wait, in my contract, it says I will pay him after I find what I'm looking for when I come back down.
Right.
So if I go downstairs and be like, 1 second, and then go downstairs and look behind the painting or pictures to see if there's hidden information back there,
We'll
is
see.
that worthy of my time?
We'll see. You decide what you want to do.
All right. I'm going to go do that.
Okay, so you head down the
Just
stairs,
like trot downstairs.
and he looks at you and he kind of holds up the
1
his
second.
5 hands. And
1 second.
So-
and I'm going to point to the contract. But like 1 second, contract, walking downstairs.
And then he points to one of his other ones, and they decide to. One of them follows you now to make sure you're not going to leave the tower.
Okay, so I walk downstairs. Now, is this Jeeves painting portrait statue thing? Is it against the wall? Is it on a pedestal?
There's a couple tapestries. There is a painting against the wall. If you can, give
Okay.
me another discern realities.
All right, ready to roll a 1, coach.
I'm ready for you to roll one.
Might as well have rolled a 3.
So you're looking.
Not my best stat. Not my best stat.
God, is it not? I have been making sure you discern realities forever. Whenever you do anything. Okay, so you look around and you check, like literally, you like look at all the tapestries, kind of search around them. And you don't see anything in that. You look at the other one, you don't, and then you go to like grab the painting, and this monk just slaps you. Like just slaps your hand.
I have a -1. Oh, it never updated from my previous stat increase.
Oh, wait, okay, let's.
But that's fair. But that's fair because it should be a,
Right.
it should be a negative.
We will edit.
We'll change that for the future.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So,
So he just slaps you for trying to take this.
no, I'm not trying to take something. I'm just looking around. That's what discern realities
Well, you
is,
go
right?
to grab the painting, and he just slaps you and just looks at you like,
Oh, I can't communicate with these people. I can't do anything. This is frustrating as fuck.
your fault for creating this game or this place with how it's
Okay.
created.
I'm going to point to the contract, which I wrote that says I need to find my information before I pay them anything, and then point to a very specific line. I said I cannot be interrupted when searching for correct information.
He looks at you,
And point to that line and be like, mm-mm.
and then he looks at this line, then looks at that line, pretty much pointing at or at the painting, goes, pretty much saying that has no importance to the information you're trying to find on the third floor.
Did I bring the book down with me that has the information that maybe one of the books has it and Jeeves would know? Point to that line in the book.
We can say you brought it down. He looks at it and goes.
Point that line like.
He just goes. Like that's hogwash. It's completely like to him it's worthless. So
I don't know what to do.
Do you want to? I'm trying to figure out a way to make this work for you.
I can't figure out how to make this work.
Because your rolls are horrible.
My rolls are horrible. Andy can't really assist me because Andy's 7.
Okay, give me one more discern reality.
All right, please give me something that's not a negative below 6. Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, so you decide to kind of continue to search around at this stuff, and this monk is just fed up with it. He's literally about to just kick you out at this point, saying that this was not how the contract was agreed upon. It was the third floor, and he wants his money now. You best pay him his money now, or else.
I'm going to make a prayer to Dagda. Do I get hold, by the way, coming in here?
You're at this point you're entering a dangerous situation, so you can answer those questions at this point.
Okay, so what were my questions again?
You have 5 of them now.
So let's see here. Open this one up. Put this over here. No, I'm not going to die jet ski. This is a prequel. I'm not allowed to die.
It's going great, though, to be fair.
Yeah, no one.
Superb.
All right, so letting you know, if we did this first, I would probably come into that first fight at level 7.
Yeah, the rate he's going right now, yeah. Okay.
All right, so let's see here. We have Code of Honor, Valor. All right, Valor. So, am I acting to protect another or in service of a higher ideal?
No. You're doing this for yourself.
But I have a squire I must protect.
But you're not trying to protect him right now, so no.
All right. Are the odds greatly against me?
No, it's a one monk and...
No, the odds are against me because I cannot communicate with them in any way, shape, or form. I am at a disadvantage.
You're trying to lawyer this. I'll give it to you only because you tried to lawyer it.
All right. Am I acting without expectation of a reward?
No.
Okay. Am I acting within the law? Within the contract? Yes. I wrote a contract.
It's their place. It's not... No, you're not acting within the law.
It doesn't matter the law of the people, because if that in the future, if anything like that were to happen...
I don't know if I would give you that law.
Am I making a reasonable attempt to avoid violence?
Yes.
Okay, so I get 2 valor to use. Cool. Cool. All right. I want to use one of those valors I've acquired to gain a flash of design insight to what the fuck should I do.
All right. So this thing he's just pointing out to you,
and
you're just like, oh, and you're on the far end of it at this point. So you go to walk, and as you do, you notice that there's a symbol of Jeeves on the ground in one of the stones.
Okay.
And this monk's still pointing to you, and you think that if you touch this stone, it will reveal something hidden.
Okay. So I'm just gonna squat down and poke it.
Alright. So you squat down, you poke it, and as you do, you hear this rumbling, down, and then you hear as this staircase opens up down into a basement area. And this monk just looks surprised, like he's never seen this before.
He's never touched this thing on the floor before?
No, it's off like one of the corners. Like it's really not. It's kind of insignificant, and you wouldn't normally notice it unless you were specifically looking for it.
I'm gonna motion the monk to go down. Be like,
he looks at you and goes.
I'm gonna point to myself. May I go down?
And he just points or allows you to go.
All right. Well, I'm going then. I'm going to point to a torch. Can I get the torch? Because I
Sure.
imagine there's no light down there if no one's ever been there
Right.
before. So like
There
point
is
to the
there
torch,
is no
like
light.
may I take
He
the torch?
allows you.
Okay, so I'm not going to take the torch and be like, oh, sorry, asshole, I'm taking the torch. I'm taking the torch with his permission. Okay, cool. So I take the torch. I'm going to have Andy follow behind me
Okay.
because I don't want Andy to particularly like get murdered when I'm going down to an area that no one's ever been to. So I'm going down there first. Walking down there with the torch, taking my time, being a little cautious, ready for anything that might be out of the ordinary
Okay.
there.
So you walk down like the staircase and you come to a bottom. It's still a circular area, just like the tower is. You see a doorway to the east, and in one of the like, I guess in the opposite end of the staircase on the other wall, you see a corpse with a sword stuck into it.
A corpse?
Corpse with a sword stuck into its chest.
So it's a giant circular room with a door and a corpse.
That's what you see. And
There's nothing else there.
It's just stone. There's cobwebs and whatnot, but yes.
Okay, I look up.
Okay.
Do I see anything particularly on the ceiling I should be aware of?
No, you look around.
Spiders?
I'm not going to discern realities.
Monsters?
But no, you do not notice anything. Based on your previous rolls, you have not noticed any kind of spider or monster.
I'm entering a new area.
This is the same area. So,
This is not the first floor.
and it's still the same area. Anyways,
All right.
you do not see anything you notice besides that corpse with the sword stuck into it.
Okay. The sword looked magical.
You cannot tell.
Is Andy afraid of dead bodies?
No, I'm sure he's seen plenty in the poor district areas where there's been
Alright.
people die of starvation all the time. and
Like,
whatnot.
I'm gonna stand proud and be like, Andy, I'm gonna point over that sword, be like, bring that sword to me. Just like point to it, be like, bring it to me.
And he kind of holds a thumbs up, and he goes
Give him
to
a thumbs up as well.
He kind of like bends down and tries to he touches the corpse, and then as he does, you see another one just appear right next to it.
Another corpse?
Yep. Different, doesn't look the same. It's a female this time. The other one was a male, but this one has a spear stuck into it.
Huh. Andy's still trying to pull out the sword,
And
or
he's
does he see this?
he touches that, and he sees it, and he looks, at you like,
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, to motion him over to the next one. Be like, go to the next one.
okay, so he goes to he touches it to get a grip, and that one, you see another one appear. This time it's a teenage boy with a dagger stuck into his chest.
Okay. Okay, I'll motion him over to touch that weapon.
So he goes to grab this one because it's a smaller one, and he goes to grab it, and as he grabs it, all three come alive, and A jumps back and kind of starts scoot away on the ground. They all pull their weapons out
All right,
of their
going to
chests.
defend Andy.
All right, roll a defend.
+3 hold on Andy.
Roll. You gotta
Roll
roll.
what?
You gotta roll defend.
Defend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting my +3 hold, motherfucker.
So you go to defend Andy. You just rush to his aid as these three creatures come out and just pull these weapons out.
All right, as I'm running to Andy, I want to. Can I make an attack roll with an defend?
You can get in his
All right.
way to defend him, and
So
then you
I want
also...
to defend him, and I want to take my lance, and I just want to run up to the smallest one, or the one where I'm on the left side because my character's right-handed. So he just it stabs him with the spear just right into the wall.
All right,
Well, lance.
Make a hack and slash.
Roll high, roll high, roll high.
Okay.
Did not show up for me.
You rolled an 11. I don't know why it didn't show up. Scroll down.
For the
maybe?
attack?
Yeah, for the attack, it's an 11.
Sweet. So I attack this, and I just roll damage.
You can roll your damage, or you can add an extra 1d6 and expose yourself to an attack.
I'll just roll the 1d10. 6.
All right, so you deal 6 damage, and you just stab into this thing. As you do, it disappears into dust on the ground. The weapon drops, clangs, and then turns to dust itself.
Okay.
Okay, so the other two are coming. One's coming to you, one's coming to Andy.
Defend Andy.
All right, so you're going to defend Andy. How are you going to use your hold to defend Andy?
How am I going to use my hold to defend Andy?
Are you going to make it target you?
How far away is this?
They're both
one that's
pretty
going
much-
for Andy.
They're both right next. Andy's right next to you.
Okay, so I'm going to turn and try to make a tripping motion. So turn is try to trip both of them at the same time. Because
Okay.
I imagine the one that's going for Andy is closest to Andy, and there's two between me and Andy. So going to trip and pull.
Okay, there's only 2 left. So go ahead and Make that roll.
Hack and slash?
Hack and slash. This will deal no damage though. So you go to trip, and as you do, this one just parries your hit out of the way, and the other one stabs Andy. Andy kind of cries out in pain.
No, I can still do half damage.
You can. Oh, you're gonna half damage to him.
Yeah, I can half damage to him.
So you mitigate the damage, and it kind of like bounces a little bit off of his armor that you have provided him, and he just kind of thinks you. He pulls out his dagger, and he's ready to fight with it, and he's waiting to see what you're doing though first. He's kind of looking up at you.
All right. So, I want to attack the one that's closest to me.
Okay.
I don't think he can particularly help me at this time, but for the last one, he definitely can. So I'm just going to go to attack this one.
Okay, and it makes a swing at you at the same time.
God damn it! What's with these low rolls?
Same thing. It just takes its sword, parries yours out of the way, and stabs into you. Right in the gut. Go ahead and take a D6.
Mitigated by armor?
Yes.
Okay,
It's
cool.
just a standard weapon. Go ahead and make sure you have your HP bar on the screen so I can see it. Just so in case I'm curious. Alright. So that one comes, and the next one goes to stab at Andy once again while this one's making another strike towards you. What are you going to do?
I'm going to attempt to parry and just decapitate it with my lance. So, like, parry and then come around and...
Alright, make your roll.
I swear, if I fucking keep missing shit... Thank you.
Alright, so you go to parry this thing. You parried it out, swing out of the way. As the other one stabs into Andy once again, because he can't defend this thing off. It's too big for
I'm
him.
going to add the 1d6 and expose myself to an attack from the other thing. Hopefully to lure it away.
So you're going to use your hold to taunt that other creature to target you instead.
Yes. Do I also get the 1d6 out of it?
You can still get the 1d6. You're
Cool.
using a hold for the defend in that.
Cool.
So you deal 9 damage, but as you do, the one that was originally attacking you makes another strike upwards at you and deals you d6 damage.
The one I just attacked?
Well, I thought you targeted the one that was attacking Andy.
No, the one that was attacking me.
Okay,
And
well,
then I used
the one
that to have
attacking-
it taunt me.
The one attacking Andy then it kind of
Turns around and attacks me.
it turns around. It actually kind of like peels, like kind of screeches off. The lance does off of Andy's armor, and it just swings around and ends up hitting you along with it because of his reach. And
Yes, I take no damage.
and it just kind of bounces off of your you parried, I guess, technically since you don't have armor.
Yes.
Okay, and the one next to you dies. Andy kind of like cheers a little bit, and he's going to kind of run up and stab this other one as it's now targeting you.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Do I get a +2 for... Oh, I don't get a plus warrior out of him.
You can use your armor by making Andy defend you.
Alright, I'm going to have... Can I use Andy unconventionally?
Sure.
Okay, I want Andy to unconventionally do a tabletop maneuver.
So he's going. Wait, I don't know exactly what you mean. He's going to do. Here.
So you like get behind him, you get on all fours, and you like
And he's
shove
gonna
him
trip
over.
him?
Yep.
Okay,
And that's
you're going to knock him over. You're going to knock him prone.
Yes.
Go ahead and make your roll.
What's that?
Strength. You're going to try to push him over.
Defy danger with strength. Boom.
7. So you can do that, but you have two choices. Either Andy's going to get hit by the weapon as he falls over, or
I
you're
am?
going to hit by the weapon.
I'll get hit by it.
All right, so
Can I use Andy to defend me as well?
no, because Andy's on the ground at this point. There's no way he can
Okay,
defend
that's
while
fine.
assisting
That's
you.
fair.
In that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Go ahead and roll a d6. As
I'm
this
gonna
thing
roll a 1 again.
swipes at you as it falls
Shit.
over.
What? So let's roll 1d6. Yes, I take no damage again.
All right, and you just knock it out of the way as it tips. It is now knocked prone. Are you going to finish it off?
Oh fuck yeah!
All right, so go ahead and just deal straight damage since it's
Straight
defenseless
damage.
at the moment.
Slash roll 1d10.
8. You stab into this thing, and it kind of makes a little cry out noise, and it turns to dust as the other one does also, and both weapons disappear.
Cool. I'm
Dash.
gonna give Andy a high five. Be like, high five.
He high
And be
fives
like,
you back, and he just stares at you once.
I'm kidding. I'm gonna do it down low.
Alright, so there are no more corpses in this room. You see the doorway to the right of the staircase.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go over there if there's nothing else in this room.
Okay, so you go into this next room, you open it up, And as you do, you see there's pillars in the middle of the walkway. It's a
Okay.
stone floor,
Okay.
and there is, from the light you can see, there's a staircase at the very end of the hallway.
Staircase go up?
No, it goes down.
A second basement?
Sure. It's not like a super. It's a slight.
So it's like
slant.
it's a hallway.
It's a hallway with 3 like pillars
Okay.
in the middle of it. There is
We look to both sides of the pillars.
when you look, you don't really see anything.
Doesn't mean there's just nothing there.
Correct. You
I'm
discern
going
realities.
to discern realities. Ooh, rule of 5.
You may ask me one question.
Is there something here I should be aware of? Or what is about to happen?
What is about to happen? You are about to walk into the room, and I'm trying to figure out how to actually answer this properly. Once you walk into the room, you're going to need to find a way to get out of it.
Is the door going to close down on me like a giant rock thing?
No, that's all I'm going to give you.
That's a shitty answer.
I don't really
Once
have
you walk into a room, you need to figure out how to get out. Well, I can just get out the same way I got in. Right? Well, I get out no matter what I do, for this sake. So I'm just going to walk into it.
All right, so you walk.
Caution to the wind.
You walk.
I'm going to
into-
leave Andy out there.
All right, so Andy's going to
Andy's
stay
too
behind you.
safe.
Okay, so you walk into this room, and as you do,